Hi guys, Figure-Boi here, back with another Christmas video. I know it's Boxing Day and I'm recording this on Boxing Day, it's just I couldn't be bothered to record yesterday. From the tone of my voice, I probably don't sound all that excited. And I think that's where we'll start off with the Funko sodas. So usually when I have Funko sodas, I ask you to guess, which one is the chase. So, yeah, I'll never do like I'm not really a live unboxing, as in live in the sense I wouldn't live stream me opening, as in like opening these on camera and getting a genuine reaction. I'll never do that, especially after opening these 8 cans on Christmas Day. So, do you want to guess which of these were the chase? Okay. Do you want to know? None of them. They were all common. I know there's with international, cans, they have a white background if they're a chase, but 2 of these don't have international releases because they were made before there were chases. Chases. There have always been chases before there were international versions. I don't even know why there are international versions. If anyone knows why, please tell me. But there you go. Just getting the pogs out now. Let's actually arrange them into order. Right. But starting off, I shouldn't be too surprised about the exclusive ones, because it's almost like, I'm even lucky enough to even be able to get this character in particular, because she sold out not long after they went up. But Hawkman might still be available. No disrespect to Hawkman. I have no problem with his character or actor. It's just, the film which he's in, being Black Adam, of course. And then there's the question of why they even needed to make a DCEU version of Hawkman to begin with, especially now, since James Gunn is probably gonna completely erase Black Adam from the continuity and everything else, but of course keep his wife and Suicide Squad and everything. But I sound really salty with James Gunn. I wonder why. Does it have something to do with Superman and taking things and trying to make things his own? Guardians of the Galaxy, a James Gunn film? I thought it was an MCU film. Maybe I'm just confused. Maybe there's a completely different continuity which the Guardians of the Galaxy are in. Maybe I'm just not with it. Maybe I have to watch all the the Disney Plus shows and Loki to understand how everything links up. But anyway, back to the point. Sometimes I actually prefer the pogs more than the actual figures, especially with the common pogs for international releases, where you can actually there's an actual color background, because it's the other way around. So let's get the actual figures. So it's almost like, it's not just... The problem is not actually with the figures themselves. Every single soda I've ordered and bought, because some of these I got from Liverpool, and yeah, 3 of these are from Liverpool anyway. Wait, messed up. Right. So I was pretty confident that these 3 are from Liverpool, and the rest are all from Funko Europe. So anyway, back to the point yet again. I was going to say, when the Frodo arrived with Baymax, I may have mentioned in a video, I can't remember, that I thought that Funko was going to compensate me for the lack of the Baymax chase, because they would know if Baymax is a chase, because it's diamond, has a chase sticker on it. When I say diamond, it means glitter, the diamond collection, so a glitter version, and its box is also different in the sense that it's got the glitter effect on the actual artwork as well, which I don't usually do that. Sorry, Armand's fallen over, probably fallen head over heels for what's his name? I've completely forgotten. That just shows how obsessed I am. He'll come to me. It's not Boromir, that's bloody Ned Stark. I know his name begins with an A. Aragorn, that's it. Right. Speak of the... What's the point? I have Aragorn. My Aragorn Mystery Mini is currently chilling with my Gandalf Mystery Mini as well, which I'll probably mention that again later on. So here are the actual figures themselves. So we've got, if you didn't know, we've got Beast Boy. Now, the thing with the Teen Titans, things that I have in my collection, I don't have any actual like Teen Titans as in the original cartoon merchandise, because they did there was Teen Titans Go, which they had all of them in their original outfits, but they're long discontinued now. So I only have like the Teen Titans in like their comic book forms or like alternate, versions. Like I got the Starfire up there, if you look, which was a Comic Con exclusive, wasn't it? Which is the closest figure that comes to resembling what I'd expect them to look like, because they came up with a Raven as well, but I didn't like that one at all. So I'm just really hoping they just come out with a new Teen Titans wave, so I can get a Raven from the the animated series, because I actually want to watch the original Teen Titans now, because I used to watch a bit of it when I was younger, but I can't remember a lot about it. But I know Teen Titans Go is just like right. They make what they think their target audience wants a complete utter joke, right? I mean, some stuff from Teen Titans Go seems a bit funny, but it just seems a bit over the top and immature. I mean, I know the Teen Titans movie supposed to be popular, and I know there was like this adult joke in it, which I've shared a ton of times before. So at least, but still, I'd rather just what they really need to do is a continuation of the original Teen Titans series. But the people that would make it would just turn it into a woke disaster, probably. So you know what, be careful what you wish for, I suppose. But anyway, I thought, this was the last one there, so I didn't really expect this one to be the chase. I thought, could I do a Luke Skywalker and, get the last one actually be the chase, like in Smith's Toys, but, no, it wasn't, but, it's not like a bad figure, but I just find it a bit odd why they'd have, like, on the can, that they'd have, him, like, in his normal outfit. Have him in this. Like, why did they choose to do these versions? There's like no reason for them not to. Wouldn't have this been the time if they wanted to make new merch with them in their classic outfits? Wouldn't it now be the time? Because then it's almost a bit weird. Well, you feature him in this outfit, so are you going to do like a completely different set of, Teen Titans, but feature the original Teen Titans rather than the shitty Teen Titans? I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I don't hate it. And I thought, well, there's no... it's not like the other members of the Teen Titans I have, resemble their actual... look like how they would do in the show. So I was like, oh, whatever. Just get it. And there you go. So the chase for this would be metallic, and that's when we get to I'll also mention that again. I've got to remember what else I'm supposed to mention. So Gandalf, of course, yeah, there you go. So, wasn't too asked about that one. But I could get the Raven one, because they still haven't done a Starfire and Raven yet. They've got Cyborg and Robin, who actually doesn't look too bad either. But there you go. We'll lay him down now. Lay him to rest before he has to transform into a horse. Right, so Edna Emo, so this, I'm going to try not to drag this out, but Edna is another, like, Incredibles character that's been, like, vaulted for a while, and they never came out with a new one for Incredibles 2, so this is a character which I probably needed, so, for the collection in some form or another. But the thing with this one, the chase is just a different head, like with her doing the grin. So, yeah, it's, with chases, like I said, because I only get like one of each character, and just I either get the chase or don't. I'd rather get like a really good chase than a kind of like mediocre one, because I know it's like a big part of the, a funny part from the movie, but a kind of an iconic thing, like when it looks as though she's gonna bite into Elastigirl or something. But yeah. So at least, that's out the way, so I won't feel pressured to go out for an Edna pop now, unless they actually make a new Edna with her doing the grin. Then in that case, I suppose I could. But at the same time, I bought these because I wanted to free up some space in the cabinet, so I'd rather get something new. So yeah. And next up, we have the Fawn from Pan's Labyrinth, which is another one. Like I said, like these three, it's almost like it's not really the end of the world that these three were not chasers, because I kind of prefer the common for each of them anyway. I mean, because it's not like the metallic effect on Beast Boy is like, magnificent compared to other metallic figures. So, yeah, especially would have kind of been a bit annoying if I got the metallic Beast Boy and metallic She-Ra. Not She-Ra, metallic She-Ra, that'd be something. It'd be good to get a She-Ra soda, but that's impossible. Maybe I'll be able to get Teela instead if they actually do one that actually looks like Teela. Right, I don't want flashbacks to Revelations now, of all times. But, yeah. Because the chase for this one is like all blue. But this is just him in his normal kind of wooden look. So yeah, it looks better in person. But he was like really creepy in like Pan's Labyrinth, there's this. He's really good job. He was good. I suppose they needed that element, like whether you could trust him or not. But yeah, terrifying. Maybe Mr. Tumnus is the more dodgy one. Right, going on to Frodo Baggins. Yeah, this was where I was shaking the can when it first arrived, and it had like a different like wrapper on it compared to other ones. I thought, oh, could this be the chase? It has a different wrapper. Maybe they know. Maybe this is compensation for not sending me Baymax. And no, it's just a flipping comment, of course. And I wonder if I've caused it scrape. All of them are common there. You've already established that. Maybe I was the one that caused the scrape when I was shaking it, but I suppose it's not a big deal. I'm not asked. I'm just thinking, the only difference he has his hood on his head, because it felt like heavier in the. Yeah, there you go. There's him with his sword. It does have elf and stuff on it. That's good. Yeah, you got the ring there. There's an invisible Frodo Baggins figure, which is the same mold as the chase, but translucent. Because the chase for this one was a bit. I'm not just saying that, but I mean, there's a lot of underwhelming chases with Funko Sodas, so it's just like a different head change or something. But it's almost like, it feels like the invisible version which they came out with, should have been the chase to begin with. So not only was it invisible, but it had like a different head sculpt, at least, and that would have made for an awesome chase. But now they decided to do it as an exclusive. I don't know why. The exclusive invisible one doesn't have a chase, but it's sort of, why did they just do that in the first place? Was it like a cost thing? Because surely it would have been cheaper to have that as the chase, because you would have had to have made less. But there's his feet. If anyone is actually interested in the feet of a hobbit. Bloody hell. Number 15. Fix. Foot fetish. No. Okay. No. Let's move on to Yogi Bear, because that was the one that I actually wanted to be a chase and wasn't. Because this was the last one I opened. Like, after all of them were common, I was like, maybe I'll have a Christmas miracle. Maybe the one that I wanted to be the chase would be, the chase. No. Of course not. So this is where I'm like, after now having seen all of these in, person, it's like, these aren't actually terrible figures at all. I think it's just the fact that it just feels a bit bittersweet. I get all these cool soda figures, but I didn't have a chase to show for it. But my birthday is coming up like a month from now. So hopefully, and I got some pop ones coming from Pop Culture. So hopefully, like 2 of them I hope to come for Christmas, but didn't. So maybe a good thing. Maybe we'll keep the streak of getting chases on my birthday, starting with Rudolph. So, because I didn't get any chases for Christmas last year, because I only had 2 sodas last year, which is Black Widow and the Monopoly Man, I believe. Yeah. But, yeah. The thing is, I didn't want the Monopoly Man chase. It was the Black Widow I wanted, but I still probably appreciate the figure a lot more now that I missed out on Scarlet Witch, because they kind of look both look kind of similar, don't they, with the head sculpt. But there you go. Yeah, I was just thinking, what was my reasoning behind this other than the chase? I was supposed to, had the picnic basket where the pop final didn't. And then I recalled that I have a mystery, like 2 Yogi Bear mystery minis, because I got a duplicate when I went to Smith's. But, yeah, but well. At least this is him, like, all orange and, like, in the black light, so he looks like kind of like similar to how I expect kind of Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear is like a darker, like brown fur, isn't it? It's just this, it feels like they've just taken the normal Yogi Bear and like, and brightened up the image. So, yeah. So they went with the orange for this one. But not a bad colour choice. At least they didn't choose something like really stupid that like ruins it. Because it doesn't. Because it's actually like if you, haven't got like a Yogi Bear Funko Pop, or I don't know how much the flocked pop is now. I don't know if it's gone up in price because there's a flocked Yogi Bear soda chase. I don't know if people might try to flock towards getting that to compensate for the lack of a chase. But, yeah. But there you go. So if I want a blue bear, I might as well look for Baloo if they do like just a normal Jungle Buck version of him. Because I got the tailspin pop of him, if you recall. That's one of the first Funko Pop reviews I did. Right, so as for She-Hulk, so why would you get, She-Hulk from the, MCU? I suppose it's more so for the meme, really. Because I don't, hate her so it's just a CGI. In fact, it looks crumpled, like when she wears it for some reason. She looks, oh God. Wow, what did they have to do? Just don't. You're better off watching a She-Hulk fan film than this trash. But, I shouldn't use the word trash, I'd say rubbish. So you can tell I've been influenced by American television. But there you go. Not a bad figure though, all the same. And she's supposed to be another project, so hopefully they might hire a writer that can actually make her behave like she would do in the, in comic continuity before the hacks took over. So but there you go. At least I've got a MCU She-Hulk without having to get another She-Hulk pop. All right, and this is here. It's almost like with Hawkman. I didn't really want the chase this to begin with because it's just an unmasked version. He doesn't feel complete without his mask. And the head sculpt they have for him doesn't really resemble the actor. I mean, the Pog does a good job with the artwork, but I don't have any Hawkman merch in my collection anyway, and to be honest, Hawkman just seems a bit dull anyway. I don't know, as in just the normal one, not this one. Just kind of, I feel as though you could take this guy a lot more seriously. He looks more sinister. The mask is pretty freaky. You totally wouldn't want your head bashed in with his mace. I actually think he looks quite cool. I know people aren't a fan of, race changing characters, but in this case, I think, I don't know, he just seems a lot more intriguing, because he's just, might be able to create a better story for him if they try and explore different routes. Though I don't actually know Hawkman's original routes. Just shows how popular he is to begin with, to be honest, for mainstream people. Or normies. But there you go. I would like to, I wouldn't mind the actor for Hawkman from Black Adam coming back for another appearance. Great, and Baymax just fallen over. So that's a thumbs down there. But there you go. Cheers. So there's that one. Saving the best till last. So yeah, the chase for her has this elven sword, and she's got an injury and all that. But there you go. I bet you a big Lord of the Rings stands will be able to tell me exactly what that sword is and what it's made out of. Yeah, unfortunately, I would have liked to actually been able to show that off because I quite like the Frodo with the sword. It had the actual elven text on it. But all the same, I really dig this figure. She looks very elegant, I may say. I mean, a bit disappointed that I don't have the park with the different artwork on it, but Like I said, the artwork for Arwen, she looks gorgeous, I may say. So, the original pop for Arwen came as part of a 2-pack with... Oh, what was his name again? Let me think. Oh, that's right, Aragorn, yeah, I do remember. So at least I finally have Arwen merch, because I don't think I need another elf pop in my collection. In terms of the Lord of the Rings sodas now, I think I might actually pick up a Gandalf if they do one. But at the moment, the latest one they're going to do is Legolas, and the chase is him with blue eyes. And he glows in the dark, and he has a different thing in his hand. So yeah, at least they try to be more original there. But there you go. And there is also a Sauron one that I may pass on. Also, I don't know if I'll get a Gollum, but yeah, I think we'll settle for Gandalf for now. I don't know what the chase will be, but because what I think they should do is have like the common be Gandalf the Grey, and the chase be Gandalf the White. But knowing Funko, the chase will be like Gandalf like without his hat, and then the chase be him with his hat or something stupid, like completely missed opportunity because they're lazy. I wonder if the same people that choose the shiny colours and code Scarlet and Violet are the same people that decide what the chases for Funko Sodas will be. But there you go. I probably showed her off a bit too much now. Look at those rosy cheeks. She looks sweet. I'd love to read up on her relevance in the Lord of the Rings. Or was it just, I'm going to trigger a lot of people because I just called it an elven love story. I really need to... Maybe I should just watch it and actually carry on reading the books because I had my bookmark is still in the Fellowship of the Ring, so I haven't lost what page I'm on. Because the last bit I was on was the Council of Elrond, I believe it was. Yeah, we've already showed off. Now it's time to show off the pods. You've already showed them off, mate. Right, so now let's look at the pop vinyls and... Oh, the butterfly, thank God it didn't snap off. So, yeah, let's have a look at... Right. But, you know what, I think I might just showcase them from here. It might be easier to do that. So I've got a Freddy Funko DIY thing. I won't paint it ever, probably. You get it free. You got it free if you spent over a certain amount of money on Funko Europe. And my brother is obsessed with football. So I thought I haven't got any, football Funko Pops, and he won't care for any of them. So it seemed this made the most sense. Right, so Baymax, which is the him with Butterfly. With going back mentioning Funko Sodas, it did a Baymax one, and I didn't get it. I think it was sold out. But the chase was him holding the cat. And the thing is, even if I did manage to pick one up, it's just boring because he's just the common one. He wasn't just standing there like a dolt or something. But with nothing, just like a basic mold, a bit like the Iron Giant, which makes me get to the point where it's almost like with these, they call them 3-litre sodas. I just call them big ones. They I don't have any space for them right now. And I don't know what I'm going to do about my display. I mean, I've got an idea for a display, which means for now I would only be able to get the one big one. So it'd have to be one that I really need or really want. And not just get it for the sake of getting it. And with the Hulk, which I'm not going to get, it's almost like with the chase is Red Hulk. It's just why would I need to go after that? I've got a Red Hulk pop now. It might not be a normal version of him. But, so it's I could live without a standard one. Because there's the question of whether I really needed a Red Hulk pop to begin with. But if I want a normal Red Hulk pop, I might as well wait till this new Captain America film comes out with Harrison Ford. At least then it'd be like the MCU version. It won't hopefully look a bit different to the one from the comics. So there you go. But yeah, that's all I have to really say about it. Because I liked, Big Hero 6. So I felt I really needed to get a Baymax, and finally they did come up with one. And at least, when they do the Iron Giant, speaking of robots, hopefully they might do one where he's holding the car, because they haven't done like a 6-inch one of like a normal 6-inch Iron Giant pop yet. And they could have him with Hogarth, because they need to do some more like Iron Giant merch. Do some for the other characters as well, like Annie Hughes as well. That would be a fine addition. But there you go. That's all I really have to say about that. I mean, they could have had him doing that thing, but I'm not gonna. Now, whenever I bring up Big Hero 6, some people always bring up that. Oh, now I'm thinking of that awful short miniseries they did, where it was another case of them using the IP to spread their messaging. But yeah, I don't know anything about the original Big Hero 6 comics, but I'm guessing those people that read up the original Big Hero 6 on the Wikipedia and never actually knew about it before the Pixar film, whatever one came out, obviously probably freaking out like but I thought it was an alright film. I mean, there are some evident issues with it. I don't sound like a film snob, but it was alright. Better. I was more invested in it than I thought I would be. But let's move along to the stuff that I actually am more knowledgeable in, which would be Vaporeons. I mean, Pokemon in general. For a long time I put this off. I kept seeing them at Mankind, HMV, and everywhere. Smiths had some as well, but I wasn't really sure on the mould. But it came to a point when I was in Liverpool where I was like, you know what, if I'm going to get it, this would be the time. Because I don't think there's anything else in this shop that I really care about, so I might as well just get it now. So there you go. It's not terrible. I think there was a Diamond Collection one, which I don't really like the glitter versions. They're just bad. Like a lot of any of the pop vinyls for Pokemon that aren't flocked, like when they do variants, they look rubbish. They look rubbish, not trash, rubbish. So and I don't know if Vaporeon would even be flocked. I would have thought they would be all smooth and whatnot. If they're like kind of translucent. So would it really make sense for them to be flocked? But there you go. I like how it's got a neck piece, which is like an umbrella. What they really need to do is shiny forms. Because I was considering waiting to see if they did a pink version of this. And if they do, my phrase, I'm going to have to get it. If I can even import it over. Anyway, my legs are getting numb from sitting down here for too long. But talking about pink is my something rhyming with dink. Right, here we have the Blacklight Scarlet Witch. I went and got the pop now. So yeah, some of these I got from, or 2 of these pops I got from Comic-Con in November. I was thinking about waiting until they did like a Blacklight soda for her, like using the original mold, but it came to the point where I think it was just a pipe dream. Maybe they will do it, but it was all because I was sad because I didn't get the Sally Blacklight chase from Nightmare Before Christmas. And then I remembered this figure has almost the same colour scheme as that, with the pink skin and purple hair, so it was almost like, you care about this character a lot more, wouldn't it make sense to wait out for this? And I was like, saw this at Comic-Con, it's almost like, I can't wait, I'm going to have to get it. So here you go. At least I finally have a pop vinyl of Scarlet Witch in a, Scarlet Witch outfit, even if it's not the normal colour scheme. But I've already got a comic Scarlet Witch, with the red, red colours and everything. So I think that's why I kind of didn't get the soda at the time. But I think there's supposed to be a new series of What If ones coming out. So there you go. Maybe I'll be able to get a zombie Scarlet Witch soda. But let's just see how that one looks. But yeah. Oh yeah, they're doing common soda waves now. Some people aren't happy about it, but to keep a long story short, I think it's could be a good thing. It's almost like, I know people like these because they're valuable and all that. The thing is, if you're only collecting them because they're valuable, it just seems because I see these channels where they don't even know a thing about what they're opening. It feels like they just compulsively buy a bunch of them because they might have a cool figure, and it's almost like why waste money? You should be spending money on stuff that you actually care about, rather than buying cases of stuff which very little. It's almost like it's almost like, money doesn't grow on trees, like they say. And I know you can make some of your money back, but it's almost like, the thing about these, I collect these because I like these and I like these certain characters. Because if you just have a whole museum, you have every single soda there is, they don't feel that special. They don't feel that personal to you, do they? I know I have a tendency to collect some stuff from stuff I've never seen, because knowing that I'm going to buy, I am going to watch it, and I'm familiar with certain elements of that thing, like with Star Trek. It's all falling down, aren't they? Who cares? But with these common waves, it's almost like, it's not like they don't have to completely stop limited, sodas. They could do a bit of both. Where they could have standard waves like they've done for Wakanda Forever, and still do the odd character, like if they did a Captain Kirk soda and kept him limited, I don't know, something like that. We're going to talk Star Trek. So yeah, I'm just saying. I mean no disrespect to Funko Soda channels. I was just giving my take on it, because I feel as though some people make a big deal out of nothing. So yeah, I went and got a Yelena, Belova. One anyway. Only cost 30 quid, which was actually quite surprised, because I remember it was going for 70 quid on eBay, but the stand I saw had multiple. So if I was going to get her, this would be the time. So I look at luck. I remember I got I can't remember what the series is called, Marvel Legends, but it's not the first time I've got a statue for a character in a pop vinyl. We had I remember, what was it? Bakugo, or Katsuki Bakugo, or Katsuke Bakugo, or Katchan, there you go, from My Hero Academia. I got the statue first, because I thought the pop vinyl for him was a bit lame, and they ended up coming out with that Comic-Con exclusive for him, which I ended up getting, so, it's almost like I just really love this character in Black Widow, so, so I was really happy that this was still there, because I should have gotten this at the time, but it was quite difficult, because it was at the height of the pandemic, and this character seems like the kind of one that you would have seen at Asta Living or Forever and Tesco, but I don't recall ever seeing the Black Widow pops in Tesco or anywhere, because this was really odd. So, because pops that nobody wants usually go to those places, but it turns out that a lot of people actually want. Why am I patting her on the head like that? Bloody whoa. It seems a lot of people actually want her now that they've actually. It feels like the series, the figure, just the series, just just as soon as the film came out, it felt like the pops weren't even available anymore. So there you go. Now let's pat this monkey instead. So we have Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls. Yeah, I loved Cartoon Network when I was younger. I've already got a Fuzzy Lumpkins as well, but you know what, this figure looks really neat. And talking about sodas again, it's almost like, I could have tried to look for the Mojo Jojo soda, but it has this awful black light variant, so I rather just get this when I had the chance. It wasn't too expensive, but there you go. I think I prefer this mold to the old one they did, because they only have one of the Powerpuff Girls, because they came out with a whole new line with the Powerpuff Girls and new poses, and I got the original Blossom, reduced. I think she was my favourite Powerpuff Girl, but I don't like them to the same scale as one of the writers of the new series, if you know that episode. But there you go. Woohoo! And then I've started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I actually don't find Aang that annoying at all, surprisingly, because I'd seen clips and saw how he acted immature and stuff, but it would make me a hypocrite to almost say I didn't like him when I like Luffy. I think this guy is more tolerable. He seems more professional. Professional, more focused. From what I've seen so far, I mean, he obviously still acts like a kid, but he doesn't. He's but obviously he's a kid. He's not supposed to be an 18-year-old or 19-year-old now. But we're talking Luffy, but so it almost kind of makes a bit of sense for him to be a bit kind of, hyper. So yeah, he seems a lot more. He's not reminding everyone every 5 minutes that he's going to be the bestest airbender of all airbenders. Like Luffy has to remind everyone that he's going to be king of the pirates, because it feels like the more times he says it, the less likely it's going to happen. But there you go. Boom. Because a lot of the Ang pop's like really complicated, so I'm glad I went for something more simple than complex. And I have a Katara coming in the post soon as well for my birthday. I shouldn't spoil all the pops I'm going to get for my birthday. Right. I'll keep my lips firmly sealed now. But there you go. Not too bad at all. Simple. Not too complex. But acceptable. Satisfactory. It's all the chase figure, but like I said, too complex, and I only want the one glow pop, and I want it to be a good one. So, as in glow chase, that is. I've got tons of glow pops. Right, because it has a unique glow-in-the-dark sticker. So, there you go. Woo! So, let's focus on the comics now. Because oh, wait, no, there's one mining shelf. Sorry, I forget. Tore into the box. You silly boy, silly boy. Yeah, I shouldn't have. I forgot that you open it from the bottom. So there, this is a My Hero one. This is a keychain, cheaped out. I seem to have like pretty much all the female characters from My Hero Academia as pops now from the main class. I don't know if I'll get no Chaco now. Now that I've got the Chaco Chase Soda, because I seem to want to mention sodas because they're my new thing now. But yeah. I think we'll leave it there for My Hero Pops now. Yeah. So she's the one that's got like a weird power. She has like earphone jacks. And she sang a real banger. If you remember that song, I think I shared it ages ago. Was it I Can Be a Hero Too or something? Yeah, the English. I mean, I watch the English dub because I'm a bad boy. But to be fair, I'm watching the Cowboy Bebop anime in Japanese because I can't stand the dub for that. It's like with Squid Game, where it's like, oh my lord, it's terrible. But yeah, just watch. I mean, certain anime like Dragon Ball, I have to watch the English ones for. But don't judge me. It's not like I don't watch the dubs for certain programs. It just depends on which one it is. But there you go. But I actually prefer the My Hero anime to the manga. I think the manga, like I know I'm a massive hypocrite, but bloody the amount of characters there are in My Hero. I've probably made this point before. I think you remember that I did a My Hero reflection a couple of years back. Remember that video? Oh, yeah. The same with Marvel as well. Oh, were you supposed to read all these different issues and it all comes... I think this is why stuff like that, apparently. I think this is supposed to be had a ton of issues, like, from different runs that all link together for this arc. So apparently I don't know how good this is supposed to be. But this one I have a personal kind of connection with, sort of. Because ages ago I used to get Panini comics from... I think it was Panini, from W.H. Smith. And I swear this was the one of the comics I read. So I wanted to track down the trade paperback. These are called trade paperbacks. It's called them graphics. Also, that's more so for Walking Dead, isn't it? They call them trade paperbacks. But it was... Because this is the one where Scarlet Witch gets with Doctor Doom. I knew it was. So yeah, I had to track this one down. It wasn't too expensive either. Because I know it's a $16.99, but you get it through Amazon, so not as expensive. So yeah, that makes two Marvel things, because I'm more of a Marvel fan. But here we have year one, like Frank Miller. I don't really know what to make of Frank Miller's Batman, but I bought was it The Dark Knight? Was it Returns or something? I didn't completely despise that, but I need to read. I think with these things, I have to read them twice in order to really understand what's going on. Because with these people, like with Watchmen, they all seem like write these things like they're like comic philosophers or something, or I don't know. You get a lot of weird like writers when it comes to superhero stuff. Like with The Boys, it's written by people that despise superheroes, with the exception of a few. So I don't think Frank Miller despised superheroes. He just wanted a darker version of Batman, and a lot of people love the darker Batman. I remember I had to read Batman and Robin. His Batman and Robin for an assignment, and that was supposed to be poorly received. But the artwork was good though. But I can tell that this is an old one because if you actually look at the art inside, it's very I don't know. I don't know when this came out though, but as long as it's legible, right? And I can't really complain about artwork when we get to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which that one I'll actually show the inside for. But yeah, I've got the first volume of this. Like there's 4 more to get, but they're all like 20 quid each. Like the third one was reduced at one point, but now it was it's gone back to normal now. So let's go. Maybe I'll just. Oh no, it's still got the label on it. Might peel that off. See how I peeled the label off the first one first, but yeah, obviously trying to advertise there. I don't actually think The Boys is a bad show, but they do like to pick on a certain group of people more so than they like to pick on the other group of people. But anyway, still, I think people are just angry that people might that Homelander might actually legitimately have more fans than Starlight. The irony of that. Right. And yes, we do realise that you're taking the mickey out of us. We just don't care. And we like to just meme on ourselves, unlike you people. Right. What do you mean, you people? Right. Pokemon Adventures. Right. I'm actually like 7 volumes in. Right. I haven't I haven't actually read that far in. I'm actually like on volume 2 or 3 still. But yeah, I wanted to get if I was going to read the series, I wanted to take advantage of the free 3 for 2 offer. But this one was not in at the time, so I had to backtrack for this one. So it's a bit odd, but just to showcase that I've been reading Pokemon Adventures, which is actually I think when a Pokemon dies, when a Pokemon fades, they actually die, I think. But it's not like death in the Pokemon world wasn't established in Gen 1, but they kind of just stayed off it because Lavender Town, scary. So right, let's close it off with the best. Well, best, not the best, but well, I have to showcase this off. All right, so when I was in Worlds Apart, I thought about actually reading like the Buffy comics because it was a continuation. I thought, wouldn't it be better to look for like an omnibus or something? And I did, but this does not seem to. This seems to be the one that this is before because they did before they had like what was it, Buffy season 8 or whatever it's called. They had this, which was supposed to be like set before, and also what else was there? Or it was like there was some stuff that was set before she moved to Sunnydale. I think this is the first one where it's set before. And then you've got it where Dawn is in it because it's supposed to be like the alternate memories. Because if you know, you might not know if you don't watch Buffy. But anyway, so it's almost like as if Dawn had always been there, which is quite an interesting take. But some of the artwork they've done is actually like they've actually captured. The thing is, it's almost like in terms of capturing her Sarah Michelle Gellar's likeness, they've done that. I need to find another page. I might not be able to find it. Like there, you can see it looks like her. I don't want to get copyrighted. I've done like an Alice in Wonderland thing there. What have we done? So yeah, there is some cool artwork in here. There you go, that was another one. There's another one where she was in this uniform. I skipped ahead. Where is it? They like look at a really good page where she actually looks. They captured it because they made more of an effort towards the way that they drew Sarah Michelle Gellar than they drew any of the other characters, like Angel and all that. There you go. There you go. See, so her in that uniform. I don't know what this was supposed to be. Yeah, see, spot on. They've got her spot on. So yeah, I don't want this video to go on for too long, but yeah, in some parts the artwork feels a bit cheap, but what do you expect? It's an old comic, and it's not like a brand like Marvel. But I know some people might get the red flags at the beginning when the guy, at the beginning says he hadn't even seen the show when he started working on it. So But this was before identity politics, so it probably just feel like a cheaper version of Buffy, but I just want to read some Buffy content without set before, the finale, because I didn't really like the way Buffy kind of ended and the whole Spike stuff. But I'm watching Angel at the minute, which isn't too bad so far. I don't know if, the Angel series surpasses the Buffy finale, which it might do. But, yeah, I think it does, actually. But I don't think Buffy or any of the other characters show up again post-timeline. Post-timeline, I don't think. I'm not sure. But we will see what we will see, because I'm still on season 1, and there's over 20 episodes of the series. But that's the thing with American shows. So, yeah, I will be getting 2 more omnibuses, but after that I might just call it a day. Because I read the reviews, and it probably might, people are saying it's not the Buffy TV show. So, of course not, because it's a flipping comic book. But there you go. I think I might just end it there, because I doubt you want to sit here any longer with me rambling on. But there you go. It might be some mess, isn't it? Oof. But there. Yeah. Time to tidy up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I think I may stick with shorts. YouTube shorts for a bit. Don't have you have to drag yourself through these videos, but because I would say I recommend you splitting this video in 2, which I probably should have said at the beginning, but oh well. Yeah, I wanted to keep this at 30 minutes, but I went on for too long, didn't I? I could have split this into 2 and done 2 separate videos, but yeah. Why do that? Because I don't upload that often, so I thought it'd be better to do a longer video. Now let me help the Scarlet Witch there. Take her back to her farm, right? So cheers! If you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to comment, feel free to comment. If the comments are disabled, but the comments don't seem to lock themselves as much as they used to. I think it's more so when I do a Pokemon video. But if I put a Pokemon tag in, it might do it. So yeah, but I might as well leave that as a heads up. Yeah, I appreciate anyone that tunes in, and I shall be back in the new year. Let's zoom out. Bye.